Okay, hello everyone. My name is Kevin, and I'm here with Novedge Marketing Manager Aurora Meneghello, who is working behind the scenes today. Together, we both like to welcome you all to our latest Novedge webinar series episode. So for those who are unfamiliar with RhinoGold, here is a most opportune chance to get familiar, ask questions, and get answers on all things 4.0. Rafael de Molino joins us from Spain to demonstrate the plugin's effectiveness for jewelry design. Rafael, would you like to say hi to everybody here?
Yeah, hello for everybody.
So yeah, as a complete solution for computer-aided jewelry design on Rhinoceros 5, RhinoGold's 4.0's improvements are vast, and today's presentation will cover everything from initial designs, manufacturing tools, and the rendering processes with real-world samples. So for those who aren't aware who Rafael is, Rafael de Molino is the Chief Developer and CEO of TDM Solutions since 2001. Along with RhinoGold, Rafael and the team at TDM Solutions developed Clayoo, RhinoNest, RhinoShoe, and RhinoMold for McNeel's Rhinoceros 3D. We've worked with Rafael and TDM Solutions team before, and I must say we are happy to do so once more. Today's webinar presentation is about 40 minutes long, and afterwards we'll have a brief Q&A session where Rafael will answer your questions live. Feel free to submit your questions to us at any time into the question box or the chat window below. But before we get going with the presentation, here's an overview of what we do at Novedge. The Novedge webinar series is brought to you by Novedge.com. As one of the largest online design software stores, we offer a huge assortment of software solutions that cater to virtually every designer's need. If you are interested in picking up a digital version of RhinoGold 4.0, it is available in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand from us at Novedge with free shipping. But that's because it's a digital delivery. Okay, so if you want to learn more about this product, I encourage you all to call and speak with our sales specialist, Bob Dare. You can reach him by his email address, bob@novedge.com. And to get a glimpse of what and who is changing the world of design one step at a time, please visit Novedge's very own blog. Every week, our interviews shine a light on those innovators whose work break out from the norm. For more details, please visit us today at blog.novedge.com. And because RhinoGold 4.0 is a Rhinoceros plugin, I invite you all to visit rhinojungle.com, Novedge's own online community for Rhino users, designers, and professionals. Join and discuss with other like-minded Rhino users and catch up on headlines, opportunities, and discussions with our weekly newsletter. So for more information, do visit rhinojungle.com. This also applies to Rhino users as well. So if in our next upcoming webinar, Luxian Digital Media artist Sean Redzar gets you started with KeyShot Pro 4.1. Learn to create professional quality renderings quickly and easily. Sean will cover the importing of files, material libraries, HDR lighting environments, camera manipulation, and rendering outputs. So hit the ground running and produce stunning results. The webinar is free and will last about 1 hour, including the Q&A session. So if you want to sign up, head on over to novedge.com/webinar/79. By the way, if you have to leave early, no worries. Today's webinar is being recorded, so if you want to rewatch episode 78 in its entirety, as always, you can find it on our Novedge webinar series channel through Vimeo and YouTube. Now, with that said, Rafael, are you ready?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I will switch over and make you the presenter right about now.
Okay. Good. Okay, right now we have about 40 minutes, and this is the agenda for today. I will talk some minutes about the RhinoGold updates. The second phase will be the top 10 features of RhinoGold. This is extremely complex, okay, because RhinoGold is a big project, and it is extremely complex to just talk about 10, okay, but I will try, okay, and the last will be how to learn RhinoGold, okay. Well, just a few lines about what is TDM Solutions. Well, we're a company who develops software. We have several applications. RhinoGold is one of them. Probably 70% of our market. Then also we have Clayoo, RhinoNest for nesting, RhinoMold, and RhinoShoe. and we are located in Barcelona, in Spain, but we are over 25 countries. Okay. Then what is RhinoGold? I'm sure most of you know what's RhinoGold. Well, it's a software for jewelry design and manufacturing. Okay, it's not just to create beautiful jewels, also is for sent to manufacturing, to 3D printers, CNC machines, and so on. Okay, probably one of the most important things of RhinoGold, we try to be a software extremely easy to use. Okay, obviously it's a 3D software. It cannot be just a 10 minutes training, but I think there are a lot of things that that help you a lot to learn RhinoGold. Okay. Then for sure, you know that the advantage of the 3D. Okay. Well, the freedom, the time to market, all these advantages that we have when we use 3D technology. Okay. But also, there is one disadvantage, is the 3D could block your creativity, okay? If you don't know the software, okay? For that reason, from the first day, we have a lot of training material on the website, okay? We have videos, we have tutorials step by step, we have a lot of resources to help you to learn the software, okay? Well, a lot of things makes RhinoGold different, okay? Let me detail jump these slides, okay, because we have a lot of things to talk today. Okay, two interfaces in one solution. RhinoGold is a standalone product based on Rhino, okay? When you install RhinoGold, automatically install Rhino inside, okay, and use Rhino for all the modeling tools, okay? And you can use RhinoGold in your interface inside Rhino or in RhinoGold interface, okay? Today I will show you all the functionalities in RhinoGold interface, but it's exactly the same in Rhino interface, okay? If you are a Rhino user and you love your Rhino interface, use it. It's exactly the same, okay? Okay, RhinoGold worldwide events. Okay, I think this is important to show you that we are worldwide. Okay, it's a software developed here in Barcelona, but we are in the most important trade shows in the world. Okay, from JCK, Las Vegas for sure, for New York, but also we are in Brazil, in Japan, okay, in Italy, in Basel, in Switzerland. Okay, in the most important trade shows. Okay. I think this is important to know, that this is a product and the health of the product is really good. Okay. Okay, then let's start to work with RhinoGold. Here we have the top 10 features. Well, this is not true because I have a little bit more. Okay, but let's start. But before I will talk about some technical things inside RhinoGold. Okay, this new version of RhinoGold was completely rewritten. Okay, we do that for 3 years. Okay, we start to develop the new version of RhinoGold. Okay. Why we do that? Because we create a good kernel to start to grow for the future. Okay. Now this version is 32 and 64 bits. Okay, 64 bits is extremely important because Windows gives you all the memory that you need. Okay, in 32 it's not possible. For that reason, I recommend you that use Rhino and RhinoGold in 64 bits. You will see that the computer looks completely different computer. Okay, obviously was designed for Windows 8. We use Rhino Common. What's that of Rhino Common? Rhino Common is the last software development tools that McNeel offer to the developers. Okay, if you want to create a product based on Rhino, you have different options. This is the newest option and probably the most powerful option. Okay. Other important thing is RhinoGold works in multi-threading in a lot of commands. Okay, it uses all the cores of your computer to compute faster. okay? Then when you are creating, I don't know, probably 20 heads, okay? It's splitting the computation in different cores inside your computer, and you will see all works faster, okay? Fleximetrical technology, what's that? The idea is we add parametrical functionalities inside RhinoGold, but with the advantage of the Rhino workflow, okay? We have the flexibility of Rhino, and we have the parametrical functionality of other parametrical models, okay? But here we don't need to be a developer and know about all the steps. Here, just I want to edit one object, I select the object, and I edit, okay? And probably other important thing is 100% is developed by TDM, okay? We will see RhinoGold, we will see Clayoo today, and you will feel that the software is completely just one piece, because all is developed for us, okay? Okay, the first command, or the first commands, is the gem commands. Okay, we have a lot of gems commands to place gems. Okay, we have probably the most used is Gem Studio. Gem Studio allows us to add stones. Okay, we have other commands to do that. For example, if we want to place gems by one curve or by two curves, okay, we have a lot of ways to place a stone. Let me show you. Probably we have a small delay. Okay, for that reason I'm waiting some seconds. Okay. Then here we have the interface of RhinoGold. I repeat, it's exactly the same if you are running on Rhino. Okay, and here we have the gem tab. Here we have all the gem tools. Okay, and to add a gem is extremely easy. Just we come to Gem Studio. Okay, and here on the right side we have all the commands of RhinoGold. In this case we are running Gem Studio, and here we have the option to select what kind of stone we want. Okay, the material. Okay, and all the sizes. In this case, we are working with a brilliant, and for that reason, just we have diameter. Okay, we select other stones, we have other options. Then I think it's really easy. Just we type by diameter or by carats. Okay, 1 carat stone, 1 millimeter stone. Okay. Okay, and here we have the stone. It's extremely easy. Okay, one interesting thing is here we have a tree. Okay, here we have all our jewelry objects. Okay, then if I want to edit this object, I can select this object and press middle button, and then appear this window, and then we can click to edit and edit the stone again. Okay, this is really nice. Other important thing is if we create, let me hide the grid to work faster. In Jewelry tab, I will create a circle with a finger size. Okay, I will select, here we have the regions. Okay, US, we will select 5.5. Okay. Then now with gimbal we will move up. Okay, and now I will create a bezel. Okay, to do that is exactly the same workflow for most of the tools. We select bezel command, and the first thing we have here, we must select a stone. Okay, we here select gems and cabochons. Okay, and automatically appears a preview. Okay, great. Then the idea is, in the RhinoGold commands, we can move the gumballs. Okay, we can modify our objects using the gumballs, or we can type exactly the values. For example, in this position, I want to increase, okay? Then I can combine the creativity and the precision in the same command, and I think it's extremely easy to do it, okay? Then let me add more points because this is a straight, and then I can move it a little bit, okay? Okay, and we have something better, okay? Great. Then the idea is, obviously, in our tree, we have all the jewelry objects. If I don't want to see this tree, don't use it. Just come to the gem, for example, and now middle button and edit. Okay. Then the idea now, I can modify the size or any one. Okay. Now 4 millimeters, and I click OK. Okay. Automatically, the bezel knows the pens of these stones and adapt to the new size, okay, but always keeping the same thickness, okay? If you define 1 millimeter on the top, you have 1 millimeter now, okay? Other way to edit is just press F2, the key F2, okay? And then, okay. Great. I think it's not so complex, okay? Then, now in transfer, we have a command for dynamic polar array that we can select this object, okay? And this is it's very similar to the polar array that we have in Rhino, but here we have gumballs and is a little bit more intuitive because sometimes in jewelry we don't know exactly if we want, okay, 7 or 8 copies, and here we can decide in design time. Okay, then now I will add more copies. Okay, and also we have the option to add more copies in one direction. Let me show you. Okay, now we are adding more copies. And also we can interpolate, okay? Okay. Both sides. Okay, I think it's easy. And then we click OK, and we have our design. Okay. Remember, if you have any question, please use the chat, and after the webinar, we will answer all these questions. Okay, the second top 10 features is the newest Swarovski Elements catalog. Okay, we have all the Swarovski elements in 3D inside RhinoGold. Okay, this is really nice because you have all the objects, and RhinoGold recognize these objects. Okay, and then to create reports and to create all that you want, but you have the full library here. Okay, I think this is really nice. You can find I think very beautiful stones. Okay. Let me show you. Here the Swarovski Elements. And then we have this dialog. Okay. Here we have all the families. Believe me, it's extremely complete catalog. Okay, well, it's a lot of months of work to have this quality inside of RhinoGold. Okay, then the idea is, okay, all that you want, you have it here. Okay, and then if you want to add, for example, the key, just click on the key, and here you have the sizes available in this model and also the materials. Okay, then if you want to add the 30 millimeters crystal, then just click here, and voila, here you have your Swarovski stone here. Okay. Next one, pavés. Okay. Sorry, I'm running a little bit because we have a limited time. Okay. Well, pavés. Well, this is an amazing new tool in RhinoGold 4. Okay, I think it's was a lot of work, month of work to create this command, and now you will see why I'm telling you that. Okay, the idea is combine the automatic pavé with your experience creating pavés. Okay, and because obviously the computer cannot create a beautiful pavé. Okay, it can create a mathematical pavé, but not a beautiful pavé. And I think that with this tool now you can interact with the software and say, okay, I want these stones here. Okay, let me show you. Okay, file open, and here we have pavé. Okay, here we have this model. Okay, for sure this is extremely simple model. Okay, the objective is that you understand how it works. Okay, in the website you can find a lot of videos using pavés. Okay, but here I want that you understand the concept and you know how work with this command. The idea is the pavé can work with any object that you have. Okay, it can be a surface, can be a solid, can be a mesh, can be all of them. Okay, you can select different objects, different surfaces. Okay, then obviously the pavé is inside of the gem tab. Okay, then the idea is we come to gems and we have automatic pavé. Okay, exactly the same workflow as in Bezel and in other RhinoGold commands. You click here and select where you want. Okay, in this case, just I want to use this. Okay, great. Here we have all the options. Okay, by default, the pavé works with just one size. Okay, if you want to create a pavé with just one size, it's by default. Just to type here the gem size, the distance between the gems, and the border gap. Okay, but also you can define if you want a range. Okay, I want to use stones from 2 millimeters to 1.1. Okay, and then the pavé will try to fill first of all with the 2 millimeters, later 1.9, 1.8, okay, and so on. But also we can select a gem list. Imagine that you want to create a pavé just with 2 millimeters, 1.6, and 1.4. Okay, then you can define that. Okay. In this case, just to show you the workflow, I will use one gem size. Okay, and the idea is here we have the preview. We click here, and in the command prompt, we say, okay, pick a point or go to center. Okay, we can pick a point, the origin point for the pavé, or we can click go to center. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's adding more stones and it's moving. Okay, this is to try to find the best position for all the stones. Okay, then the idea is now we have all these stones. Okay, and it's in automatical way. The idea is we can add more stones. Okay. Okay, for example, we want to add more stones. Okay, and now you will see here we have in red. Okay, because we have a collision. Okay, then anytime I can click on refresh. Okay, and try to adapt. Okay, great. Okay, other options that we have. We can select different stones, and with the keys plus and less, we can modify the diameter. Okay, in this case we will do bigger. Okay, and obviously we can move it. Any stone we can move it. Okay, and I repeat, anytime I can click here and it's recalculating. Okay, then now I want to add more stones, then I add one more here. Okay, probably here we don't have a space, but anyway, I wanted the pavé try to place it. Okay. Okay, then I can move it here. And other important thing is I can say, okay, I don't want that you move these stones. For example, I place these stones here, and I don't want to move it. Then I can click to lock objects. Okay, then the pavé will move all the rest of the stones. Okay, but never will move these stones. Okay, then if you like one area, you can lock it, and that's it. Okay, for example, now here is bigger. We can resize. Okay, here too. Okay, and recalculate. Okay, we can select by window if we want. Okay, and also we can delete it. Okay, if we don't like one stone, we can click here in key and delete key and delete it. Okay, I don't want this one. Okay, I think it's easy. Okay, other important thing is the refresh button and the preview. The difference is the refresh don't add any stone. Okay, the preview always is trying to add more stones. Okay, then if we click here, okay, it will try to add more stones. Okay. Okay, then probably the last thing in pavés is we can add automatically the prongs. Okay, this is completely automatic, and of course we can move it. Okay, as you can see in blue, it means it's selected. Okay. Also, you can select some of them and increase the size exactly as we use it in the stones, and we can add more and more. Okay. I think it's really easy to use. Okay, but the best thing probably is you can drag and you can delete and add more stones and so on. Okay, then when you finish the pavé, you click here and you have your pavé done. Okay, and obviously the pavé is on the tree. It means later I want to edit this pavé. We can edit parametrically and add more stones or modify some parts. I can do what I want. Okay, because it's parametrical. Okay. Next one. Okay, here we have other command is pavé UV that allow to create pavés following the UV topology of the surface, but we have no time. We must talk about a lot of things. Okay, we have Cabochon Studio. Okay, it's a tool to create cabochons. Okay, it's extremely easy to use. Let me show you. Have here cabochon. Okay, and the idea is the same. We click on Cabochon Studio, and here we have a preview. We have the different types of cabochons. Okay, and here we can modify the sizes. Okay, we can increase. Okay. Great, here our cabochon, okay, and also in our tree. Next one, the pearls, okay. A lot of RhinoGold 3.0 users ask about pearls, okay. Here we have the command is Pearl Studio and allow to create, well, the pearl, the calotte, the wire, all that we need, okay. Also, we add the finding. Okay, we will see in our Clayoo exercise that we will add some findings. But here we have I think a really nice, good quality library of findings. Okay, and later you will see how easy it is to add it. Okay. Next one, Ring Wizard. Okay, probably this is one of the most easier tools to use in RhinoGold. Okay, is to create very simple rings. Okay, let me show you. Here in Jewelry tab we have all the metals commands. Okay, the ring, the signet ring. Okay, the head, the bezel. Okay. Then to create a ring, or one way to create a ring is click on Ring Wizard. Okay, let me change to render it. And the idea is, by default, we are working with this profile. Okay, we can modify all these values using the gimbal or typing here all these values. Okay. Also, we can click on profile and change the profile. Okay. Now I will click on the top and I can move it, and now it's affecting just this area. Okay. If you click outside, automatically disable the selection. If you click here and later you click here, you have both. Then any modification that you do now is affecting to both. Okay, now I want to change the profile and I want to use this profile. Okay, now it's affecting both. Okay, if you click again, automatically it's disabled. Okay, other options that we have here, we can hollow the ring. Okay, as you can see the section, we have 0.6. Okay, and obviously we can add all the profiles that we want. Okay, and our ring, anytime we select the ring, we can edit this ring. Okay, I think this is really interesting. Okay, next one, signet ring. Okay, this is a tool to create signet rings. Let me show you. The concept is really similar. Okay, the idea is we click on signet ring on the top, and RhinoGold show us. Okay, just a preview. And the idea is we can modify the shape. Here we have a library of shapes. Okay. Of course, you can add your own shapes just clicking here. Okay. Then, if you want to use one RhinoGold default profile, you can, but I recommend you add your own. Okay. Okay. Great. Then also we can modify this section. Okay, by default it's straight, but we can change the side shape and define this one. Okay, as you can see now, the profile is completely different, and then we can modify. Okay. If we change to from, we can modify all these options. Okay, if you want to add more. Okay, as you can see in the gimbal, you see the distance. Okay, but anytime you can type it. Okay. Here, our signet rings. Okay. Forget to try to do it with network surface and all these things. Okay. Later, I want to change the size. F2 key. And now I will change the size, keeping exactly the same shapes. Easy, right? a scale ring. This is really nice tool. The idea is, imagine in this case we want to scale this ring, but we want to keep all the stones area. Okay, I want to scale all the ring, but I want to keep this area because I want to use the same gem sizes and so on. Then I can define I want to do a scale keeping me this area. Okay, it's really easy. And also I can export automatically by layers. For example, I want that you create me one layer per each size, or you can export to STL. Okay. We have Bezel Studio and Head Studio. Okay, we saw bezel before. Let me show you how to create heads in RhinoGold. Okay. Then to create the head is metal. Then I come to jewelry. Okay. Then we click head. And the idea is, first of all, we need to select the gems. Then we click here, and I want to create the head here. Okay. Then now we see the head, and we can start to modify all the options. Let me show you some tricks. Okay. If I click on a profile, just is affecting to this profile and this prong. Okay. If I want to modify all of them, if I press the shift key and then I click, automatically select all of them. Okay. Then when you want to modify all of them, use shift. For example, I want to move this prong. Okay, but with shift, I'm moving all of them. Okay. Okay. Then, for example, I want to modify the profile. Just I can modify the top, but in this case, I want to modify all of them. Okay, and then I come here and I select a profile. For example, I want to use this profile. Okay. Easy, right? Then now I want to unselect all, then I double click outside. Okay. And the idea is now I will select the bottom part and I will move it. Okay. Not so complex, I think. Okay. Obviously, you can modify all that you want. Okay, the sizes and so on. Okay. You have the undo. Okay. And also you can modify the rails. Okay. Imagine that I want to select this rail. Okay, and I want to move down. I want to select this rail. Okay. This rail, and I want to move it down, and I want to scale it. Okay. Obviously, if I select both and I come here, I can select any shape. Okay. Okay, let me move and scale a little bit in this direction and move it a little bit. Okay. And also, if we want, we can rotate it. Okay, we have the option to rotate this profile as we want. Okay. Now the same on the bottom. Okay. We will come to this sphere, and in this sphere we can scale, rotate, and okay, and move it down. Okay. Then I click to accept, and now we have this head. And this head knows that it depends of the stone. Okay. If we modify the stone, automatically adapt the head. Okay. Think really easy. And of course, select the head, F2, and then you can edit again and do what you want. Okay, add more and so on. Okay. Next one. Well, we are in the top 10 feature, okay, but we have 10 minutes. Let me present you again the top 10 feature part 2. Okay. It will be really quick. We have tools to create prongs. Okay. One of the objectives of RhinoGold is try to save you time. Okay. Then let me show you this tool, because probably is one of the most representative tools about saving time. Okay. Here, prongs in line. Okay. I want to add prongs here. We have different options. We have the prong studio, but in this case that we have a line of stones, we have prongs in line. Then the same concept. First, select the stones. Okay. And here the result, we have a prong, and take a look to that. Okay, probably in shaded it's better. Or if we move outside, automatically add a new prong. Okay, easy, right? But if you move it on the stone, automatically add 4 prongs. Okay, then okay, then if you want to affect to all of them, if you press shift, affect to all the prongs that we have. Okay, we can modify one height, but with shift it can affect to all of them. Okay, we can modify diameters. Okay, let me define 0.6. Okay. Okay. And also in this part, we can align. Okay. Okay. Then here we have our prongs. Let me explain you one thing. Is now that the prongs are a cylinder, just a cylinder. Okay. And we don't want to add more options here in this command, because if not, we have 25 options in each command, and I don't like that. Okay, then here you place your prongs. Okay, and anytime you can select the prongs. Okay, press F2 and edit them. Then it means now I can select all of them. Okay, let me show you. I select all of them. Okay, and then here I can modify all that I want. Okay, if I want, that will be RhinoNest. Oops. Sorry for that. This is my computer, my working computer, and I'm not working with official RhinoGold version. Okay. Then the concept is you can edit and then modify any parameter that you want. Okay, if you want RhinoNest, if you want any other option. Okay. We have Channel Studio to create channels. Okay. We have the report tool. Okay. This is a really interesting tool to analyze all the cost and so on. Okay. Obviously, we have tools in RhinoGold if you want to analyze one weight. Okay. I want to analyze the weight of this object. You can. Okay. But here, probably the most interesting thing is you do one click and automatically analyze all your model. Okay. Then let me show you. Okay, here we have our design, and here in Analyze, I can analyze the weight of the metals and so on, okay? But probably the most efficient way to do that is come to File, and here we have Report, okay? Now RhinoGold is analyzing your design, okay, and counting all, okay? And here we have an overview. Okay, in the overview, we have all the gems. We have 85 gems, and the weight is 2 carats. Okay, in the metal, exactly the same. We have 14 yellow gold, and it's 22 with pearls. Also, it's tracking all the time that you invest to model this object. Okay, RhinoGold by default is recording all the time that you are investing in a file. Okay. When you save the first time your file, automatically start to recording. Okay, then you can know how many times you invest to model one design. Okay, here we have different tabs with all the quantities, all the metals. Okay, with a small preview. We have the calendar, and here in tasks we can define. Okay, we can add all the stones with the metal, okay, and define other task, okay, and type here, and here you have an easy tool to create a pro forma invoice, okay, or just a report, okay. Good. RhinoGold has the real-time rendering materials, and this is really important because the materials, obviously it's a render material, but also has physical properties. Okay, then when you change the stone material or a metal material, automatically RhinoGold knows that the material is different, and obviously the weight is different. Okay, and for that reason, when you have different kind of metals, you don't need to check one by one. Just you apply the materials, and the report we will calculate for you. Okay. Well, we have the 14 is the raster to vector is a tool that we can create from any image or sketch we can convert to curves. Okay. Also, we have texture 3D. Okay. This is an amazing tool to create 3D textures on your jewels. Okay, and the best thing, this is a surface. Then you can prototype and you can trim, you can do all that you want. Okay. We have other interesting command is pull push. Okay, is a command that we can select a curve and an object and automatically push and pull inside of the solid. Okay. Also for manufacturing, we have a lot of tools for 3D printing. Okay, we have a nesting. Okay, to calculate the position of all the objects, and also have tools for generate all the supports. Okay, some printers needs to create supports to print it. Okay, here we have tools to create that extremely easy. Okay. We have nesting to place all your models in your machine, STL Wizard to repair automatically your STLs files, okay? And by default, you have about 20 printers of SolidScape, DWS, Envision Tech, and so on, but you can add your own printer there, okay? Also for lasers, cutters, okay, we have tools for engraving, for nesting, okay, and also for exporting in grabbing formats, okay. Well, we have very few minutes. Well, Clayoo, what's Clayoo? Okay, Clayoo is a tool to model in freeform way, okay. The idea is when we want to create organic shapes, Clayoo offers us a lot of advantage to model. Okay, I think probably let me show you. Let me show you a sample, a couple of minutes of sample to understand how it works. Okay. Okay. Imagine that I want to model this plane. Okay, this is a pendant, and I want to use this picture to create this object. Obviously, I can do that, creating curves and create loft and so on. But I want to show you other way to do that. Okay. Then the idea is here in artistics, I use the command place image 1,1. Okay, to place our design. Okay. Okay, we'll do a little bit bigger. Okay, probably a little bit more. Okay, I want to model this part. Okay, first of all, I will rotate it because it will be more comfortable to work. Then I will select and I will rotate it. And then I select, and here I have to lock. Okay, in RhinoGold you have all the viewport, all the displayed mode here, but if you press the shift, you have hide and show options and also lock. Okay, and now I will lock it to work more comfortable. Then here we have the tab of Clayoo. Okay. Then I will start, just to explain you the concept, starting modeling from an ellipsoid. Okay, and the idea is I can select the objects by faces, by edges, or by points. Okay, then the concept basically is I can select some faces and I can scale it, I can rotate it, and I can move it. Okay, for example, right now I will select, okay, and I will scale that. I change to move, okay, and I move it a little bit. Okay, then the idea is we are selecting different faces, and then we can move it. Okay. 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 Then now I want to create the wings, and I will select these two faces. Okay, and I will use a command called extrude. Okay. The idea is we can select this face and this face, click to extrude. Okay, and then extrude these faces in this direction. I don't know what's happening. Okay, with my computer today. Let me show you. Okay, and the idea is I can move, okay, all the faces and add more faces and so on. Okay, then I select this one, I extrude it, okay, and I can move, select some points, okay, and adapt to any shape. Okay. Okay, for sure we have a lot of tools that we need to invest a couple of webinars to just to explain that, but just to show you the concept that we can pull and push and create organic shapes with Clayoo. Okay. Then RhinoGold includes Clayoo. All the RhinoGold license includes Clayoo. Okay. Then if you have RhinoGold 4, by default you have Clayoo. Okay. Then well, RhinoBoss is still in development. Okay. Well, it's working really fine. Okay. We are adding well, RhinoBoss is to create reliefs. Okay. And the concept is we are creating curves and we can create reliefs, and it works really nice. I hope in a couple of weeks we can release the first public beta, because right now we are working on the tutorials and all this stuff. Okay, but also will be included in RhinoGold. Okay, then if you have RhinoGold today, after 1 month we release RhinoBoss, you will have your own license too. Okay, and exactly the same with the Swarovski Elements and so on. Okay. Well, of course, in the 40 minutes I cannot explain you more things, but we forget a lot of commands. Okay, smart course, text on course, skill by wave. Okay, chain studio, texture creator. There are a lot. Okay, you can find videos and so on in our website too. Okay. Last few minutes, RhinoGold Render Studio. The idea is RhinoGold Render Studio allow us to create renders in minutes. Okay, just you select the environment, you select the ground plate and the materials, and click render, and that's it. Okay. The idea is RhinoGold Render Studio is an interface, and when you apply all these materials, is Brazil is the rendering software who renders your design. Okay. Then if you have Brazil, you can download RhinoGold Render Studio for free from the website, and then you install, you type your Brazil license, and you can render, and it's really, really nice. Okay. Well, the typical question, Brazil or V-Ray, okay, probably are the two most professional renders inside Rhino. Okay, for sure there are others like Maxwell and so on, but probably this is V-Ray is one of the best renders. Okay, then we're working on RhinoGold Render Studio for Brazil. Okay, the interface will be exactly the same concept, but when you click render, it will use V-Ray instead of use Brazil. Okay, it's coming in the third quarter. Okay. Then I see some questions here that V-Ray, when will be ready the render for V-Ray? Okay, in this third quarter. Okay. Well, also RhinoGold is integrated in Neon. Okay, Neon is a full ray tracing viewport plugin for Rhino and RhinoGold. It means is a render in real time. Okay, and it's really nice. It's free. Okay. And you can use all your RhinoGold Render Studio materials to apply and so on. It's really nice. Okay. Okay, you have the scenarios for rendering. You have the option to publish your 3D models on your website. Okay, just with one click. Okay, this is really nice. Okay, this is the browser, a typical browser. You don't need to install any plugin. You don't need to install nothing, and you can rotate. Okay. Okay, this is really nice. It's using JavaScript and standard technologies, and you can run it in your iPad, or you can any person who visits your website can rotate your models. Okay, without install anything. Okay. Animation Studio, it's for create animations. Okay, for create videos. The marketing is important. It is important you can show your designs in the highest quality. Okay, a picture is nice. Okay, but probably a video will help you to sell more. Okay. Okay, it was really fast. Then here we have some questions that Pedro, probably some of them it's are answered in the chat area.
Hey Rafael, I was wondering, Pedro, would you like to do? Pedro, I'm going to unmute your mic, so if you want to ask the questions yourself, that'd be cool.
Okay, then well, the first question is when will be Render Studio for V-Ray ready? Okay, in the next 2 months will be ready. To use RhinoGold 4, do I have to grade Rhino 4? Yes. Okay, why? Because, well, first of all, Rhino 5 is 64-bit. For that reason, I think it's completely necessary. But we are using Rhino common technology, and this technology just works on Rhino 5. Okay, but let me recommend you update to Rhino 5. Okay, because it's in 64 bits, it's amazing. Okay, when will be ready Rhino Boss? Okay, for the RhinoGold users. Well, it will be ready the next month. Okay, we are working the last 2 weeks creating tutorials and so on, and we are still fixing some small bugs because it calculates really nice and multi-threading and so on, and we are still debugging some small things, but we are obtaining amazing results. Okay, and other interesting thing of Rhino Boss is okay, you create the reliefs and so on, but also you have sculpting functionalities to smooth, to add with different brushes and so on. Okay, I think it will be promising. Okay, this functionality. The findings are in 3D. Yes, of course. It's a perfect solid. It's high quality. 3D model. It's a solid. It's okay. Can I find Pavé UV tutorials? Yes, sure. Okay. Now, in the last minute, I will explain you where you can find tutorials to learn RhinoGold and Pavé UV. Okay. Okay. I see. Well, the question is, I must publish my models in 3D in my website. Okay, I think this is a security question. Okay, if I need to, when I'm creating the web 3D, I'm publishing the 3D models in the website? No. Okay, no, you are not publishing any 3D object. Okay, it's like a image transition. Okay, why? Because we have extremely good quality pictures. Okay, because it's using V-Ray in Brazil, and also it's less than 1 megabyte. Okay, then, and for security, it's not correct that you have your 3D models in your website. Okay. If I do a model in Rhino 5, I can use later in Rhino 4. Yes, sure. And all the RhinoGold objects and in RhinoGold and in Rhino you can save as Rhino 4 format and open it. Okay. But obviously you lose the parametrical. Okay, because Rhino 4 open and detect that this is a solid, but Rhino 4 doesn't know that this is a parametrical object. Okay, I think I recommend you. Okay, from a technical point of view, great to Rhino 5. Okay, it's completely necessary, I think. Okay, okay, can you please go over creating prongs and edit them to have round tops? Yeah, it's just. Okay, let me open. Probably this model is the easier way. Okay, jewelry prongs in line. I will select just this one just to show you. Sorry, prongs in line. I select this one. Okay, then okay. Then I repeat, you select these prongs, you press F2. Okay, I will change to shaded. You select all of them. Okay, and here the smooth cap, and you define. Okay, the height. Okay, then you can do it for sure. Okay, any kind of shape. Okay. I suppose this is really nice question. I suppose I can continue using my B-Ray license I already have. Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. You don't need to buy other B-Ray license. No, of course you can use your B-Ray license to use RhinoGold Render Studio for B-Ray. Okay, of course for Brazil it's the same. Okay, if you have Brazil, okay, you can use it with your license of Brazil. Okay. Well, I don't see any more questions. I see that Pedro is writing other questions, but let me just show you how to learn RhinoGold. Okay. Of course, we have on-site training. We were doing on-site training worldwide. Okay. But we have one interesting website. It's learn.rhinogold.com. Okay. There you can find tutorials. Okay. And you can find a lot of free tutorials, about probably 40 or 50 tutorials, okay, for free. And also you can subscribe, and I think it's 99 euros per year, and you have access to all of them, okay. And I think it's really interesting. Other interesting website that we talked about when we started the webinar is myrhinogold.com. Here you can find a lot of jewelers worldwide, and we have a forum, we have videos, okay. Well, all the news and so on are here, okay. And also you can find some interesting jewelry designers, okay, and you can chat them, and you can send private message and so on. I think it's a good website to create community, okay. Then here we have some designs of these users, okay, schools, okay, from Japan to Argentina to Ukraine, okay.
Cool. Awesome. Oh, you got Renee there, Renee Medell.
Okay. Then
Rafael?
Okay.
Do we have maybe? Oh, hey, Renee's here. Renee's here. Do we have any other questions, or do we want to do another one, or shall we end the presentation?
Pedro, no, I think no. I think no, because I don't see any. All the questions that they have in the list are answered. Okay.
Yes. Pedro did an awesome job of answering all these questions, along with Guillermo. So I guess we'll just end the presentation. Yeah. So I'll switch back to me as a presenter. So let's do this right here.
Okay.
Cool. Let me know if you guys can see my screen here. Good to go?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so as you guys can see, Rafael, Pedro, and Guillermo have been working nonstop to cover all the minute details and features that are coming out with RhinoGold 4.0. So Clayoo is in there, Rhino Emboss. So, I mean, it's jam-packed with features. And I just want to remind you guys, if you guys have any questions, continue to submit them into the chat window. We'll try to format them, forward them to Rafael and the TDM Solutions team, and then we'll post that as a Q&A blog post on our blog at blog.novedge.com. And thank you for attending. So yeah, on behalf of the Novedge team, Rafael, thank you. Pedro, thank you. You guys have been awesome.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
It definitely was a pleasure. So if you guys want to learn more about this product, if you guys want to pick up a version, if you guys are in the U.S., New Zealand, and Australia, and Canada as well, we are a TDM Solutions reseller. So you can find TDM Solutions other plugins for Rhino at novedge.com. So yeah, check that out. If you guys have any questions as well, you can contact our sales specialist, Bob, there at bob@novedge.com. If you guys want to get a glimpse, and also if you guys want to check out the Q&A afterwards, and of who is changing the world. I mean, definitely check out the blog.novedge.com. I mentioned that already. So we also conduct weekly interviews with people who are changing and taking steps in a direction that's going to change the world of design. So yeah, do check it out there. And RhinoGold 4.0 is a plugin for Rhino, so I encourage you guys to check out our online community as well, rhinojungle.com, and also do check out myRhinoGold.com, which is TDM Solutions' own community. So, yep, check it out. So heads up, if you guys are looking for a renderer, do check out our next upcoming webinar next week. We're going to have Sean Redzar from Luxion, who's going to go over Keyshot. This is going to be a cool introduction. So novedge.com/webinar/79. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or feedback, do contact Bob at Novedge and also Kevin at novedge.com as well, which is me. And if you guys missed something, if you guys left early, this webinar is being recorded right now. So if you guys want to check it out at the end of the day, we'll upload it and share it there at vimeo.com/Novedge and also youtube.com/Novedge as well. All right. On behalf of the team, thank you for joining us. Attendees, thank you so much for being here. A number of you guys are from California as well, from Spain and Barcelona. Pedro, Guillermo, and also Rafael. Thank you. Rafael, do you have any last words before we sign off here?
Well, just thank you for everybody to be here, and thank you to Novedge for allowing us to create this webinar all together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure working with you guys. Yeah, so follow us, like and subscribe at Novedge on our Twitter page and also at facebook.com/Novedge. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one and get some sleep. Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.